Hello and welcome to another Craft Ninja video. In this video, I am going to show y'all how to make some of your own stamped art prints. Now, these are some of the ones that I have done for this project, and I'll be showing you a quick kind of speed through how I created each and every one of them. If y'all want some stamp basics, definitely go check out the live that I did a little while ago with Teresa Collins on Facebook. I will link that in the description box below. I will also show y'all how I hung this big frame on the wall. I promise it is not hard. It just takes a little bit of tips and tricks and a little bit of know-how. I am confident that y'all are going to be creative enough to be able to create these with the stamps that you already have and the washi. It's just stamps, washi, and a little bit of ink for the art prints, and then just a little bit of DIY to hang the frame. I hope y'all enjoy. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow me on all things social, and let's get started with the video. All right, so y'all saw me stamp and create all these lovely horizontally laid out cards. Now I have 9 spaces in this picture frame that I want to fill. So I'm not hanging this vertically how these pictures are oriented. I actually want to hang it horizontally. So I'm going to fill in each one of these with one of the stamped prints and then hang it in that blank space that is above my monitor. If y'all saw in the letterboard video, I'll link that in the description box below, or try to do an iCard up there. So let's get this taken apart and then we can start adding in the stamped images to complete this project. It just has foam kind of hanging and going into these corners, so it's really easy to kind of take out. I'm just using a mechanical pencil to pick out the foam so I don't break a nail. Okay, so I'm gonna leave this, so this is plexiglass and not actually, can I take these, oh yes, I don't need to take both of them out. I only need to take the one. And I'm trying to be pretty careful about not touching the spots that are going to show. So there's this piece of plexiglass with these stuck on them. So I'm gonna move the picture frame out of the way. And we're going to start our layout. So I'm just gonna lay these on top and I'll probably just glue them to these since these are already pretty well laid out. I really enjoy this one, so that one might feature in the center. And then we're just gonna start kind of putting these around, inspirational quotes and whatnot. So let's see. There we go. Look at that. That looks pretty good. How are these lining up? Because it would be awesome if I didn't actually have to, you know what? I think I will take off the guides when I do it one at a time, and then I think I'm just going to use my Tombow Mono adhesive just to put these down, because these are, I have a grid mat underneath it and this is going to work out perfectly. So I'm going to take this one off. Okay, and they just used a really thin double-sided sticky tape to get them to stick in place. So I think that'll work perfectly for us as well. And this will kind of also be held in place a little bit just by the tension between the two pieces of plexiglass. So just making sure to line everything up. Just gonna work my way through this whole thing. And this is another piece by Umbra. I really love this line. I have the jewels that go with it, and I have other size picture frames around the studio, and I just think it just goes really well with the aesthetic that I am looking for. And these grid lines underneath here are just doing such an amazing job. Now this double-sided sticky tape should come up pretty easily from the plexiglass. So if I ever want to change these out and update these, it'll be a pretty painless task. There we go. Did I move my plexiglass? My plexiglass did move. That's not good. There we go. Okay. Back on track again, making sure we line everything up with the grid. It's just a super easy way to it's kind of a hack, kind of a cheat, just to make sure your alignment is good. All right, now when I was stamping these, this missed a little bit, so I'm just gonna take a micron pen in black and just kind of fill that little spot in, and no one will be the wiser. There we go. Now we just have to put this back in the frame and hang it up. Move this out of the way temporarily. Okay, this is the bottom. So this, I'm gonna flip it over and then slide it in. There we go. There's that. And then all I need to do is just put these pieces of foam back in the sides. They are beveled so they can go straight into the corner to get a really good, contact with the plexiglass that's all the way in there. Oh wait, that's this side. This side. There we go. Is not a square. All sides are not created equal. Making sure none of this peeks beyond that frame. And voila, there we go. This does have a plastic covering on this. I'm going to leave that up until I actually finish hanging it, because if I scratch it, it'll only scratch this plastic covering and not the actual plexiglass. All right, I am going to go set up the camera over in front of my desk and show y'all how I put in the molly and the screw into the wall and then hang it up for the final reveal. All right. Since we will be drilling into the wall and I don't want to have to clean up drywall on my carpet, what you want to do is take a Post-it note and kind of fold it just below where the adhesive is. And then I am going to fold this in half the other way and then cut that middle part where the adhesive is, and then kind of overlap them and then stick this underneath the hole that I'm going to be drilling in my drywall so I don't get schmutz everywhere. Here we have the wall control, the letterboard, and here is the blank space that we're going to be filling up today. There we go. There is the mark on the wall. We're going to be drilling a hole, filling it with a molly, and putting a screw in the molly, and then ultimately hanging the artwork that we just finished putting together. All right, so we're about to put the molly and we're about to hang the picture frame. So the tools that you're gonna need for this are a drill with a drill bit. Now your drill bit needs to be just slightly smaller than your molly. So this drill bit I found is a 7/32 that goes with my molly. Now the kit came with a molly and a screw. So just make sure every molly is going to be slightly different. You are going to want to drill a hole. And then to get the molly into the wall, you can use a hammer with gentle tapping or a rubber mallet if you have it. I just didn't want to go back downstairs to grab one. So these are the tools that I'm going to need to put the molly in. And then to put the screw in, you're just going to need a screwdriver. Let's get to it. All right, so I have my Post-it note that I'm gonna be sticking under the X. Gonna get my drill and drill a hole in. And it's as simple as that. Pulling the trigger and just pushing it in just a little bit. Doesn't take much to go through drywall. There we go. I've got my Molly and my hammer. And we're gonna fill the hole with the Molly. Let's get rid of this Post-it note since it caught all the dust. All right, I'm just gonna push in the Molly as far as I can with my thumb, and then I'm just gonna just lightly tap it in the rest of the way. There we go. And then I have my screw from the package. All right, I have my screw and my screwdriver. And so I'm just going to screw this in as far as I need it so I can hang it. There we go. We can screw it in. We'll do a test fit, and then if we need to screw it in a little bit more, then we'll do that. We'll do a test fit with the picture to see if I screwed it in far enough or it needs to come out, and then it'll be done. All right, that is perfect. Let's take off this protective coating very carefully so we don't pull it off the wall. All right, there we go. Look at that. There we go. Look at that. That really does a good job of filling up that space right there. All right, there we go. Thank y'all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow me on all things social. I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye!